watch a lot of Derby, probably 1 to 2 tournament games a week, watching bits here and there during my lunch break, getting motivated for practice, and even just listening to the action before falling asleep. Because of this, paired with the fact that there's a relatively small amount of Derby companies and an even smaller amount of companies that advertise during WIFTA productions, I have seen the same commercials hundreds, maybe thousands of times. I mean, think about it. During one tournament weekend, there are 15 or 16 games. There are commercials before the game, during halftime, and after the game, with the same maybe 30 commercials on rotation. I mean, I'm an English major, so I'm not actually going to do the math here, but I've been obsessively watching these tournaments since 2009, so that adds up. It's gotten to the point where I compulsively recite the scripts to these commercials when they come on.
Metallics, the different colored full grains, you name it. Some of them are pretty wild.
Tell skates online. You won't have any overhead. Put some skulls in your advertisement. You'll make a mint. That was never our plan.
What's the new girl's name?
Low tide. Low tide? Wait for it. Maybe I should start skipping through the commercials. And for the record, I'm not complaining about the limited rotation of commercials during WIFTA productions. It's my fault for watching the same games over and over again. It's just when I tried to find a word or phrase to describe this compulsive behavior, no one seemed to know what I was talking about. Apparently most people just tune out the commercials, whereas I watch and absorb commercials until I can recite them in my sleep. Am I the only one that does this? I think it's fun to memorize things like the intros to Law & Order or rap songs and challenge myself to say them faster and faster every time. I should probably go outside more. But really, if you do this or any variation of this, please let me know in the comment section or on Twitter. I would really like to know I'm not alone in this. I watch a lot of Derby, probably 1 to 2 tournament games a week, watching bits here and there during my lunch break, getting motivated for practice, and even just listening to the action before falling asleep. Because of this, paired with the fact that there's a relatively small amount of derby companies and an even smaller amount of companies that advertise during WIFTA productions, I have seen the same commercials hundreds, maybe thousands of times. I mean, think about it. During one tournament weekend, there are 15 or 16 games. There are commercials before the game, during halftime, and after the game, with the same maybe 30 commercials on rotation. I mean, I'm an English major, so I'm not actually going to do the math here, but I've been obsessively watching these tournaments since 2009, so that adds up. It's gotten to the point where I compulsively recite the scripts to these commercials when they come on.
Metallics, the different colored full grains, you name it. Some of them are pretty wild.
Skates online. You won't have any overhead. Put some skulls in your advertisement. You'll make a mint. That was never our plan.
What's a new girl's name? Low Tide. Low Tide? Wait for it.
Maybe I should start skipping through the commercials. And for the record, I'm not complaining about the limited rotation of commercials during WIFTA productions. It's my fault for watching the same games over and over.
And we are live here at the Ted Reeve Arena for the semifinal games of the Fresh and the Furious 2015. We're going to see Roller Derby Quebec up against Queen City RollerGirls.
And I am Babbling Bobbick, and I'm excited. I'm working with Pink Slaminade today, and we're excited to call this game for you. Both these teams fought their way through here today. They each have, I think they both went through without any losses today.
I think so, yeah. Both teams very strong. And, I mean, especially considering the RDQ only have 9 skaters. And, of course, Queen's Court, both these teams have traveled quite a way. First jam is on Queen's Court in the black, Roller Derby Quebec in the white. We already have a track cut call for number 13, Rosie, from the Queen's Court, which makes number 141 your lead jammer. That's Izzy Gonzalez from Roller Derby Quebec.
And this is the kind of start that RDQ, I'm sure, is looking for right now, is to get out to a quick start to this game, get some points on the board, get the momentum going their way.
Absolutely. 20 minutes is not a lot of time to recover if you start slow.
Especially when it comes to penalties, specifically to the jammer position.
Yeah, power jams are going to make or break these short games, and they definitely have so far today. Izzy Gonzalez going for the friendly side, racing through the inside of turn 2. 5-point grand slam on the board. First points of the game.
And she's been rather impressive. Just previously when she played her last game, it was the same thing. It was the second half that got her past the Hamutons.
Both these teams, you know, a big legacy from the leagues they've come from, a lot of good training. They're confident on the track. Another 5-point grand slam for Izzy Gonzalez. Rosie finally completing her initial pass.
And that's Lizzie, and I'm sure she knows, and she does, as she goes up on one skate, gets her hips past just to put off. She pulls off one of those points at least.
So yeah, 2 points for, oh no, he's hidden one. 1 point for Roller Derby Quebec there, almost a track cut. Just introducing these two teams, Roller Derby Quebec's Vianne Froid et Charcuterie, number 0001 Chlamydia, number 141 Izzy Gonzalez, number 213 Diva Cop, number 3 Kill Easy, number 352 Holly Scrap, number 5 Gelodo Bombast, number 55 Ninja Turtle, number 666 Taminator, number 8 Cunts and Roses, and number 999 Sparky Pops.
And the Queen's Court is 122 Sinster, 126 Sassy McBrat, 13 Rosie, 138 May Bring Down a House.
Track cut to the Queen City Jammer, exactly the same thing we saw in the last jam, another power jam for Roller Derby Quebec.
And this is a good chance, Pink, for them to really blow this game wide open off the beginning here.
It's the psychological hit.
Queen's Court roster continues with 203 Rasputin, 208 Penny Dreadful, 324 Erin Gobrales, 4 McNugget, 499 Megalomiena, 72 Molly Maline, 88 Jules Byrne, 905 McCready, 91 Sigourney Cleaver, and 921 Skarpinski.
Taminator with an almost taunting slow skate around the track there each time, hands behind her back, picking up grand slam after grand slam, but really taking her time, conserving her energy. Coming in very slow. Jules Byrne coming out of the box and right into the back of that white wall.
Queen's Court doing a good job at the front right now, but she gets through.
But she looks like she's almost asleep.
On a Sunday skate,
Slow-mo. She does so well. It's like she saves all that energy for that burst of speed in the pack and just takes her time around the track.
And Taminator takes a look over her shoulder. She sees that the other jammer's coming. She calls it off.
So in the zone. So zen.
Yeah, very zen.
Oh, you know what? I think I'm done here. Let's call it off. Let's just do that. 15-point jam for Taminator.
You know, they do only have 9 skaters on their roster, one of which left earlier. So maybe you wonder to yourself, too, if it's a matter of conserving that energy for the second half.
Skate smart, not hard. It's been a long day. Each of these teams has played 2 or 3 games to get here.
Not to mention that they're all fresh skaters, and you know, they only have a maximum of 3 games under their belt, plus whatever scrimmages. So.
Exactly. Lead jammer to Izzy Gonzalez again with Roller Derby Quebec. Queen City playing catch-up.
And Izzy has done a great job today, Pink, at getting out through that pack quick and picking up those lead jammer statuses.
We have a star cover pass to the pivot completed here. Dreadful Penny My sheet says Penny Dreadful. Her jersey says Dreadful Penny. I'm going to use them interchangeably. Because I make the rules.
You totally can. I think we'll go with what's on the back of their shirt.
Sure. What does her mother call her?
I know the officials are going to call her 208.
Yeah, there we go. 208.
And RDQ's got 35 points up on that board. Queen's Court has yet to crack that board and put any points up. But we still have quite a bit of game left. Anything is possible.
Rosie and Terminator squaring off with the Stars. Again, Terminator with that cool, calm movement through the pack. But Rosie gets out first. She's your lead jammer. Hotly pursued by Terminator. Picking up the pace this time. First lead jammer to Queen City.
And the RDQ girls are smartly getting to the front.
Ooh.
She comes in hard, calls a jam. Neither jammer's getting any points up on the board.
It's almost as if they lured her to that inside line. They just popped out of nowhere there. The end of turn 4. No points on the board yet for the Queen's Court. 35 points for Roller Derby Quebec. Vian Foire Charcuterie.
And just after this game, stay tuned because you're going to see the other semifinal game, which is going to see Guelphs, Our Ladies of Pain, taking on Montreal Roller Derby Smash Squad.
I was just announcing that game over the bubble, and it was so exciting. A lot of great roller derby careers getting kicked off right now. Lead jammer for Roller Derby Quebec again. Another penny pass on the Queen City side.
It seems like Queen City is realizing they're having a hard time with RDQ's defense and taking advantage of the fact that they can pass that penny over to their pivot.
Yeah, it's almost, if you can't beat them, confuse them.
And it's happened a couple times the last couple jams. Yet it hasn't paid off in points, but I find that it's getting their jammer out to avoid RDQ from putting the points on the board as well, force them to call it off.
Yeah, they're stemming the flow. No points scored in the last couple jams, so they're definitely eating away at that, but they're going to want to get on the board pretty soon, even in a 20-minute game.
This is true, yeah. We're almost 7 minutes into this game, and they have yet to put a point on the board.
Another star pass.
And there we go. We see it again.
You can see them yelling, trying to prevent that. Terminator knocked to the outside and recycled. And it's going to be Penny Dreadful putting on the star again. Another
and
star
it's almost
pass.
like this star pass is paying off for them. And that's Terminator. She is going off for a track cut. She's going to grab a seat in the box. And this is going to be Queen City's...
And just as we say that, a track cut penalty to Penny Dreadful is going to switch up things in the box. This is going to be a 2-minute jam. And
one thing's for sure, Pink, there's not going to be a lead jammer this jam. Therefore, we're going the full 2 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. And I can't see that working out in Queen City's favor right now, especially with only 2 blockers, looks like, on the track.
But both jammers only sit for a short period of time. And there is Terminator, another one of her strolls.
Stroll through the park.
Yeah.
Just take it easy. Nothing to see here.
The difference is right now is Terminator's finishing up her initial pass out of the box. Penny Dreadful is on a scoring pass right now.
Penny Dreadful putting up a 5-point grand slam there. Terminator, again, taking her time. She's got a full 2 minutes. No point getting winded.
And that grand slam gets Queen City on the board, so maybe it'll get the momentum going for them. But they need to stop Terminator.
And
their defense needs to put a block on her, so it gives Penny Dreadful the opportunity to get some points and get them back in this game.
Or even some of this, you see this offensive help for Penny Dreadful here. That would have been way more useful off the line to get lead.
I agree. And while Penny Dreadful's having a hard time with that defense from RDQ, there's Terminator strolling along. She puts a natural grand slam up on the board that time.
Yeah, making it look easy for sure. And again, we see a lot of blocker penalties in black. Your score at the end of that jam, 9-9 jam there, 44-9 score in favor of Roller Derby Quebec.
Queen City has a blocker and a pivot in the box, and RDQ has 1 blocker in the box. So Queen City will have 2 out on the track with no one to pass the star to this time right now.
No, and Roller Derby Quebec sitting on that pivot line. Remember the pivot line?
Pivot line, yeah.
Lead jammer again to Roller Derby Quebec, and a forearm to Queen City's going to send their jammer to the box. Another power jam for Le Bien Froid et Charcuterie.
And Izzy showing some amazing skating skills today. She goes inside, she goes to the outside lane, she picks up a big 5 points up on the board.
Just leaving the pack in her dust, like not a lot of movement here, just a quick juke and she's gone.
It's interesting too because the RDQ blockers haven't had to come up and make many holes for her. She's finding her own holes at the front of that Queen City defense.
Just set it and forget it. There she goes again. It's a humiliating pass. Just a juke around those two blockers. Certainly they're outnumbered here in Queen City, but...
And Rosie from Queen City comes out of the box with a fire behind her. She finishes up that initial pass, but Izzy's not going to let her score any points as she calls it off.
A 15-point jam for Izzy Gonzalez means 59 now for Vian Froid Charcuterie, 9 still for Queen's Court.
But Pink, truthfully speaking, 50 points is not anything that can't be overcome with 9 minutes left in the game. I've seen it on more than one occasion today. So
absolutely not. I mean, that's 2 good power jams away, but are they going to get those 2 good power jams?
It's left to be seen.
Looks like we've got someone jamming for the first time this bout here for Roller Derby Quebec. That's Mother of Dragons. That's what it says on her jersey, but I can't find her name.
Kill Easy is out there. She is lead jammer for RDQ right now.
Oh, I see. Khaleesi, Mother of Dragons, is a Game of Thrones reference. Of course, number 4, Nick Nugget jamming for Queen City. But she's been sent to the box. It's another power jam for Roller Derby Quebec.
Queen City finds himself in more jammer penalty problems.
This game just flying by, and with Roller Derby Quebec in the driver's seat.
Like every other game they played today, actually. Roller Derby Quebec, this team has even set a record earlier today with scoring 159 points, I believe, the highest points ever scored in this tournament over a 20-minute game.
Absolutely, that's
incredible.
incredible.
They've broke the century mark every game they played. And right now, honestly, Pink, they're on track to do it again in a semifinals game nonetheless.
And they could be going up against Royal City or Montreal Roller Derby. Again, 2 very strong teams here today. 14 points already in this jam for Kill Easy. Initial pass finally completed by Nick Nugget from Queen City. She calls the jam before Nick Nugget can score.
Yeah, that's one thing that's been impressive about RDQ's game today is that they've been very good with their track awareness.
Yeah, absolutely. You can see that focus.
And I haven't seen any points stolen by the other team because they're not paying attention. They know where that other jammer is at all times. And a lot of it also has to do with the experience they have on the bench right now.
Absolutely, yeah.
As,
you have that roller derby legacy in Quebec. You see so many strong teams come out of Quebec.
And Izzy again, inside line. She picks up lead jammer status even before the first turn.
Absolutely fluid lateral movement there. No hesitation, no slowdown. Number 324 for Queen City. That's Erin Gobrales, your jammer in black.
Yeah, and she's one of the first Queen City jammers that's been able to get past that RDQ defense at the front right away. So,
again, like you said, though, RDQ not relinquishing any points, and that's going to be a late low block.
That's going to be a misconduct for a late hit, and she's on her way to the box once again, putting RDQ in a power jam situation. Queen City has just been picking up far too many jammer penalties this game so far.
You see those like 3 refs all whistling at once, and they're all mad at her for a different reason. So it's a low block, it's a block after the whistle. Nobody likes those. Roller derby
I think also it comes down to safety, and it's changed to a misconduct basically because you should know to stop after the first set of 4, and you shouldn't be engaging anybody. And other skaters think that the jam's over, so they're worried about being injured at that point.
Absolutely. So Roller derby Quebec here, a momentary lapse of that pack awareness, skating short, some confusion before the whistle there. Only 3 blockers total in this lineup for Roller Derby Quebec, but it is a power jam for them. And like you've been saying, their jammers are pretty good on their own.
Yeah, Izzy gets through. She does a little spin around there. She puts a grand slam up on the board.
They might see an effect here with the defense, and they do. Some offensive help from Queen City means Erin Brales makes it out.
And there it is again. Izzy just slides around the front of that wall. Queen City pretty much standing still and calls that jam off.
And it's that confidence you see there. These two skaters in white from Roller Derby Quebec are not skating like newbies. They're skating like seasoned skaters. Very confident.
I agree. And we got a timeout called by Roller Derby Quebec, RDQ, right now. With 5 minutes left in this game, all the momentum is going their way. You wonder if he's just giving his skaters a break right now. They are skating with a short roster.
Yeah, obviously this doesn't really count for any external ranking system, but, they want to finish strong. They want to hit that century mark. Like you said, they've done it all day.
And more importantly, I think they're looking on to the next game and possibly going home with the Sloppy Cup, the Fresh and the Furious 2015 championship.
Speaking of the next game, I see some skaters from Royal City standing behind us, eyeing up the competition, looking at what they might be facing if they're able to win over the Smash Squad.
And I think that's a very smart thing for any. I think most teams out there would be watching and seeing what they have to do and knowing the jammers they're going to be facing and what their abilities are.
Yeah.
Maybe you catch them going a certain pattern from the inside to the outside.
And on a lighter note, a lot of friendships are forged at this tournament and meeting people at your same level, some of whom you'll follow through your whole roller derby career, who will advance with you, who you'll skate against again. Taminator, your lead jammer for Roller Derby Quebec.
And she makes it look easy once again.
Oh, like she could do it sleeping, and she might be doing it sleeping.
And Jules Byrne for Queen City, she gets through quickly. She's going to skate hard, so she could force Taminator to call it off. But Taminator gets her 4 points and calls the jam off without hesitation, knowing that she made it through.
Queen City really short on the track there, only 2 blockers, and they got separated on either side of the Roller Derby Quebec wall.
92 points up on the board for RDQ. Queen City's got 9. This semifinal game has turned out to be quite the blowout, actually, right now at this point. I think the only thing that you can go back to is, like I said, it's quite obvious, all the jammer penalties.
Well, yeah, and for skaters this fresh, this is probably undoubtedly their first tournament. And a lot of skaters aren't used to sort of the long day,
exactly.
The pressure. Both these teams obviously did very well to get to the semifinal game, but it just kind of shows where the maybe where some of the endurance is.
Izzy Gonzalez, she's the lead jammer. And RDQ's been doing a good job with their jammers of staying out of trouble. She takes a look over her shoulder.
Very graceful skating there from Izzy Gonzalez. Maybe a figure skating background, maybe hockey.
You wonder. And that's what's happening a lot. Eh? A lot of these skaters also come over from other sports such as hockey, speed skating.
I tell fresh meat, any background can be helpful. It doesn't have to be skating. It doesn't even have to be a sport. Everyone brings something different to the game.
All right, we are down to almost the final 3 minutes of this first semifinal game. The winner of this going on for their chance to win the Sloppy Cup, the 2015 Fresh and Furious title.
No pass, no penalty means Taminator is not lead jammer for a change. Queen City still has a chance for it. Rosie, number 13, gets lead jammer status, choosing not to act.
I hope she's got the awareness to call that jam up before Taminator gets up there.
Her bench has their back turned to her.
Yeah, and
no one's looking at her.
See, and Taminator tries to call it off, but she is not lead jammer.
So she's basically battling it out just to remain on parity with Taminator. We're not even sure if she knows she's lead jammer.
Oh, she looks at her jam rough now. That's 4 points. She calls it off this time before Taminator gets there. So you wonder if that was a fact. Maybe she assumed that Taminator was lead jammer.
I think she did. I mean, there was no communication from the bench, and it's just the way it's gone so far so many times.
You noticed she took a moment to look across the track, and that's when I think she noticed that, okay, they're not pointing at her, and my jam ref's pointing at me.
Yeah, you can see her put it together like, oh, Taminator's half a pass ahead of me, so now would be a good time.
We got under 2 minutes. And RDQ's knocking on that century mark. And there's Queen City with another panty pass. They've used that to try to get past this defense.
Queen's Court, number 499, Megalomania.
Izzy gets through. Again, hot on her heels. Calls that jam off. And the clock still runs, Pink. And you got to think, but it's all but over at this point.
Yeah, I mean, at 99 to 16, Queen City just looking to kind of play their game and
I
leave it all on the track.
I think we've seen it a few times. What happens with these fresh teams, it's been a long day. They played a lot of games. Queen City, or I should say Queen's Court, just got done playing a game as well.
Yeah.
So you wonder how much they have left in the gas tank. Whereas RDQ, they at least got a game break. So they sat for a game, so maybe that's the reason why they're fresh right now.
Absolutely.
At the Fresh and the Furious tournament.
And you can see that strength and that energy coming from the Roller Derby Quebec jammer.
A little jammer and jammer action, but it's Izzy Gonzalez that comes out of that one. And she is lead jammer. It gives her a bit of a window to get some points. She picks up a couple, comes to the inside, calls that jam off. She grabs all 4 that time.
Just a lateral move over to that friendly side. It's almost like dance. It's almost like poetry. So graceful. Now they've crossed the century mark, 103 to 16 in favor of Roller Derby Quebec.
And just a reminder, after this game, stick around. You're going to catch Royal City, Our Ladies of Pain, taking on Montreal Roller Derby Smash Squad in the other semifinal game. The winner of that game will be going through for the finals to play Roller Derby Quebec, RDQ.
We are not kidding. This is serious stuff. Taminator, your lead jammer in the white for Roller Derby Quebec. Rosie racing out behind her.
And she gets lead jammer, and she calls it off without hesitation and let the celebration begin for RDQ.
That is all it takes, boys and girls.
They handily took it to Queen's Court now.
I think that was the fastest game that we've watched here. What was it, one timeout?
Yeah.
They got that momentum right out of the gate, and they never slowed down.
You know, but Queen's Court should go home feeling good about themselves because they stayed alive. They made it to the semifinals.
Yep. And Queen's Court has a chance at 3rd place now. 4th place at the very least is what they're going home with.
This is true, yeah.
A lot of love from Queen City here to Roller Derby Quebec.
So once again, please stay tuned for the second semifinal game.
We will see you back here at Ted Reeve Arena for Fresh and the Furious 2015. I'm Pink Lemonade.
And I'm Babylin Babic.
See you soon.
load. Good afternoon, Derby fans. We're here once again at the Ted Reeve Arena here in Toronto, and we've got a heck of a semifinal for you.
It's all happening.
I'm Ross Vegas.
And I'm Dr. Sneaks.
Welcome again to this beautiful place. We are having a wonderful time here at Too Fresh, Too Furious 2015. There's a lot of twos in there.
There are indeed.
As we're just getting all set up here, making sure all the numbers are correct. NSOs are checking all the things. Referees are warmed up. Teams are ready to go. It's going to be an interesting battle so far.
This is the second semi-final bout here in the Fresh and the Furious 2015 Quebec Roller Derby, having punched their ticket already into the finals. This game pits the Montreal Roller Derby Smash Squad against Royal City RollerGirls from Guelph, Ontario's Our Ladies of Pain. Two powerful offenses. Both teams' first match today on the polished concrete floor. Both of these teams have been playing over in the bubble on the sport court surface to this point. I expect they've all switched up their wheels to something a little softer, and we're getting ready to go.
Should we quickly go through the lineups here? That sounds like a good idea.
Why wouldn't we? For the Smash Squad, we got number 10, Gun Fu, number 16, Booby Puncher, number 174, Laisse Tomber les Filles, number 175, Virginia Whoosh, 1789, Scarlet Fever, 2323, Dark Knight, 25, Creep Tonic, number 4399, French Can Can, number 5, Canute, number 67, Thunderstrike, number 7, What the Yell, number 7734, I'm a Pyro, number 818, Lazaster, number 819, Matraque, number 85, Chocolate, number 888, Tiny Fury, and number 97, Gorgonzola, joined on the bench by Misfit Melissa and La Grande Noirceur.
For Our Ladies of Pain, we're going to do this real quick until this game starts here. We got number 10, Dirty Meeks. Number 125, Farrell Dixon. Number 130, Speedy Gonzalez. 169, Sudden Beth. 187, Ruth Skater Ginsburg. And it appears we are ready to go. And off we are for the second semifinal here at Too Fresh, Too Furious 2015.
Montreal's Tiny Fury out to a really quick start. Lead jammer, Smash Squad.
Got Speedy Gonzalez working through the front of the pack. She gets through out on her initial pass.
Both of these jammers having had dominant tournaments thus far. Both very difficult to slow down.
And that is a quick punch, one and done. She's going to pick up 4 points and continue on with her way. Smash Squad 4, Our Ladies of Pain 0. It's been very interesting so far. Both Quebec teams here this weekend has been very dominant. They've been putting a lot of points up on the board and just been going through it. Do you have the number there, or?
I don't.
Oh, that's unfortunate. But they've been dominating performances for the most part. The games have been not close.
Massive offense by all of the Quebec teams. And, of course, the third Quebec team from Sherbrooke, Les Rebelles, also a great story of the tournament. Their first season as a league, win a couple of nail-biters.
They won by 3, they won by 2, and in their last game, they almost made the comeback there work as well. Going through the Smash Squad, takes lead jammer number 5, Canute, taking the lead, taking 5 big points there with a grand slam.
Needless to say, roller derby culture is alive and well in La Belle Province. It's great success for all these teams so far today here at Fresh and Furious.
Takes 2 passes, goes through, picks up 9 points on the jam, and that's going to increase their lead, 13-0.
This is certainly the longest Our Ladies of Pain have been kept off the board so far today. Looks like they've gone back to Speedy Gonzalez.
Looks like Scarlet Fever is heading up the front of the pack there.
And Tiny Fury jamming for Montreal. She's slippery outside move. So fast. Great blocks up front by Gun Fu on Speedy Gonzalez. Holds her up just enough.
Tiny Fury has been finding every gap in the defense so far. It looks like she hasn't been touched going through it. She takes what she wants, calls it off when she needs to.
Not a lot of adjustments apparent from the different surfaces moving over to Ted Reeve for these two teams so far this game. Both seem to be jumping right in and super comfortable right off the hop.
Pack advantage to Our Lady of Pain, going 4-1 here. They just got number 1 and 891. Oh!
If you're going to have one blocker on the track, I would say Lamatrack is a pretty good option. Super fast, great track presence, good vision. At a bit of a triple threat. She's taken some jams earlier in the tournament as well.
Well, I was even saying this earlier on in the tournament where it's amazing for me to see rookie skaters that qualify as fresh meat, skating backwards, blocking effectively backwards. It's techniques that you see in the WFDDA rankings, in the higher up teams, teams that are ranked 100 or higher, and yet they're doing it here at Too Fresh, Too Furious.
Pretty incredible stuff.
It just shows how far the training of these leagues are going, and especially of that of Montreal and the Smash Squad. And it's a quiet start. The whistle has gone. No one is moving. It's very quiet, tepid. They're looking for a gap. Our Lady's Pain blocking line works well, but she gets through. It's going to be lead jammer, Smash Squad.
Chocolette gets super low like a speed skater back there through turns 3 and 4. Holds up as she runs into the wall of blue at the back of the pack. Works on the inside but can't hold the line.
Femke Patel working on the other side there for Our Ladies of Pain. Having a tough time with the Smash Squad 4. She is pushing real hard, but the Smash Squad has engulfed her.
Absolutely working as a unit. Great defense up front by the Smash Squad thus far this game. Femke Fatale finally busts through in her initial pass, trying to get into her scoring. Chocolette working hard in the back. Royal City 3 wide. She finds a hole, gets through, puts 4 on the board, and calls it off.
So far, it has been a dominating performance for the Smash Squad, 26-4, with 14:40 left in the game.
Smash Squad, of course, looking to make this an all-Quebec final here at the Fresh and the Furious 2015.
Now, we're seeing this a few times here, with the Smash Squad going up to the pivot line and building their dynamic 3-wall there. But that time, it doesn't work. Speedy Gonzalez takes lead jammer.
Speedy Gonzalez has been absolutely misdependable all day long for Royal City. Whenever they've been in a pinch, she's really come through for them. Let's see what she can do in this jam. Working inside all the way outside, shoots the middle.
Oh, and this is a late penalty coming in here.
Fends off Lamatrack on turn 2. Power jam Royal City. Big opportunity to cut this deficit.
It looks like number 8 Listaster is going to the box. She's going to be serving 2 penalties. It looks like a low block and a misconduct. Should be an extended power jam here for Our Ladies of Pain and Speedy Gonzalez.
Speedy Gonzalez leaning into those defenders.
Our Ladies of Pain using a passive offense here to try to get their jammer through. Try to manipulate the actual positioning on the track, trying to get that no-pack situation to happen, but Smash Squad spreading out excellently, continuing the pack.
Great bridging. They're deceptive, these Smash Squad skaters. When they've knocked opposing jammers out, they can really position themselves in a way to draw those cut penalties from opposing jammers. They've been doing it all day.
And another thing to notice, too, is they haven't yet missed a block. Like, if you're a jammer going through there, you have to engage with someone to get through. You are not getting a free pass through this defense. Absolutely.
Hang-ups every time through. She makes it through again. That score really tightening up now with Matrak on her way to the box. 2 points separates these teams. Just over 7 minutes gone.
Power jam is concluding. That's 2 minutes in there. 2 minutes. My mistake. I thought the 2 minutes has concluded. No, it was called off.
Super impressive jam.
Well, Our Ladies of Pain cutting down the deficit. 26-24. Smash Squad in the lead. Now, correction.
New game.
Tie game. Enjoy your beverage, everyone.
26 all, 12 minutes to go. This has the makings of a real great 20 minutes of roller derby, everybody.
This is what needs to happen for Our Ladies of Pain. They need to be able to create some jammer penalties in order to get that advantage back.
Tiny Fury jamming for Montreal.
Oh, and she slips through the middle onto the inside of the track and she's just too quick for that defense. Lead jammer smash.
Making something out of nothing almost every time out. And there goes Femke Fatale, knocked out to the outside by Choke Colette, another triple threat player from Quebec.
Tiny Fury getting swept up on the outside.
Takes the business from 3 Royal City blockers. Eat My Granny Panties takes a forearm penalty in the fracas.
That's a tough one not to take on the outside with such a jammer like that. You have to do everything you can to get her to the outside.
I don't think she doesn't know it. Tiny Fury's going to put herself in all kinds of positions all day long where you're in a high-risk position to take a penalty. And she'll hop on those opportunities to get points on the board.
Now Femke Fatale working the Smash Squad back. That entire defense is rock solid as they pull her all the way back. Roll the way to turn 2 before resetting her in the back of the pack.
Stretched out probably 30 feet behind the original point of contact.
Scarlet Fever doing the damage there on that one. Number 1789.
Tiny Fury sees 3 jerseys, not worried about it.
Whoa! Oh. That was that one hurt.
Throws a wicked shot at Brittany Tartaglia.
Oh, and that was an excellent hit from Madaraka. Number 189 doing the drawback, but it seemed that she was out of play when it happened, so didn't have to come back in behind her.
Choke Colette headed to the box for the Smash Squad.
Smash Squad taking advantage of the situation, popping a few points there.
They got some of that lead back in that last jam. Scoreboard right now shows 45-30. Smash Squad just past the halfway point of this semifinal match here at the Fresh and the Furious 2015 Ted Reeve Arena.
Now, if you notice with the Smash Squad, they're doing this with a 3-blocker defense, always having the person in front setting it. It doesn't matter who's up there doing the damage. And that was a sneaky play in there. Amazing moves by Sudden Beth up front. Again, these Royal City Jammers all day long have just been coming through when their team has had requirement of them. Now we've got Guilo for sure going to the outside. It looks like we might have a foul out here.
Sudden Beth puts up another 4.
It's a very interesting situation going on here, the officiating-wise. Well, both jammers going around the track. The pack is thinning out. It's a 4-1 advantage for Our Lady of Pain. And it shows that is number 169, Sudden Beth, taking advantage of the situation, scoring another big 4 points. But it doesn't matter when you have Canute out there. She could go through all 4 blockers without a problem.
Canute quietly calls it off for the back straightaway.
Now, let's see. We're going to have a little bit of a timeout here until they figure it out who is actually going to get. There's some interesting. It seems that every referee is off the inside of the track right now. So,
a lot of consulting going on, although not an official timeout, apparently.
Not as of yet. We might see one coming at the end, and there it is.
There it comes.
I think they just need to sort out which penalties are which and make it clear to everyone here who's still in the game, who's not, because we had a fury of penalties in there, and our penalty box manager, Molotov Rockdale, an experienced NSO, is concerned here for some stats tracking purposes, so something is amiss and needs to be sorted out.
which leaves us a great opportunity to give shout-outs to some of our sponsors. How about Monster Muffin? Canadian-made clothing for on and off the track. From ready-to-wear to uniforms to custom-made, we've got you covered. www.monstermuffin.com. And, of course, everybody's Derby best friend, Lucid Lou, and her company, 1234 Skate Company. Skater-owned and operated, Lucid Lou can hook you up with all your Derby needs. She can also outfit you for the after-party. On-site skate maintenance is available with 2 locations to serve you better.
Now, it appears that we had 818 from the Smash Squad. It appears to be fouled out from the game. That is 818.
Disaster.
While all that's going on, Smash Squad, once again, lead jammer. That is an excellent move by Dark Knight. Dark Knight hasn't jammed much so far in this game. I believe it's their first time, but man, it seems that whoever they put the star on, they can get the job done.
Both teams expanding their jammer rotation for this jam, with Brittany Tartaglia taking the star for Royal City and Dark Knight for the Smash Squad.
It's been a very, very great tournament here so far this weekend. We've had lots of close games. We've had a lot of exciting derby. It comes each and every year here from the Fresh and Furious tournament.
Big thanks to our pals at GTA Roller Derby, who do such a great job of hosting this tournament.
And not to mention Layer 9, who provides all of our streaming services and all the volunteers here who do everything from the camera work to the sound. Everything. Layer9.ca.
There's Canute with a smooth move on the inside, basically untouched for 5.
Smash Squad optimizing passive offense on this. Oh, and
the track on the clear out. Smooth.
That is a sneaky clear out. It looks like she's playing passive offense, and just as the jammer comes in, just a little pop to clear a lane. Our Lady of Pain making the adjustment. But still, same move, one more time to the inside. It's tough when you're blocking when you only have 3 blockers to make sure you have to continue to guard the inside line no matter what.
And Canute's got that great deceptive little shuffle move. Really can get defenders to bite on that outside move and then turns inside. No chance.
And it looks like... Oh, that's one more time. Power jam for the Smash Squad. This one is going to hurt.
85-48, their current lead with under 6 minutes to play.
Canute is racking up the points here.
Ever dangerous, especially in a power jam situation.
Smash Squad has effectively gotten the pack stopped down. Another little clear out, and that time it's held. Canute will have to work through the rest of the pack in order to get there.
Pack disadvantage, Smash Squad does not care.
I don't think they've had 4 blockers on the track for more than 12 seconds this entire game.
But they're always finding their holes. Their jammers have been super effective. Calls it off from the middle.
And that's going to cause, it looks like Our Lady of Pain to call a timeout.
47-point deficit. Less than 5 minutes to play.
Smash Squad 95. Our Ladies of Pain 48. Well, we have a little bit of time out here. How about we thank some of our sponsors and vendors?
Why wouldn't we?
How about 1234 Skate Company? Skater owned and operated, Lucid Lou can hook you up with all your derby needs. She can also outfit you for the after party. On-site skate maintenance available. And available, I mean, it happened 2 or 3 times today, but one I saw for sure, she was right on that one.
Trucks off. Within 20 seconds, Lucid Lou was trackside on the bench, helping the skaters get back up on their wheels.
2 locations to serve you better. Come on in and see us in Vendor Alley, or right here, right behind us. I can't see Lucid Lou. She's been around all day, and I can't see her. Oh, that's because she's selling things at her booth right here in the arena.
And the Bite Me Boutique roller derby t-shirts, vinyl decals, and custom orders. Find us online at www.thebitemeboutique.com.
Seems we're about ready to start derby one more time. It looks like we got Dark Knight out there for the Smash Squad. And it's tough to see who the Our Lady of Pain have out there. We find, Dark Knight goes flying up the middle, picks it up, lead jammer.
Super smooth skating, almost upright.
Scarlet Fever's holding the front line solid for the Smash Squad. It is very difficult to even see who's jamming back there as Dark Knight goes flying around on a scoring pass, picking up 5.
That's number 22, Brittany Tartaglia, out again against the Dark Knight.
It is pretty tough to go against the Dark Knight when they have so much defense on their side.
Smash Squad 4 wide up front of the pack. Dark Knight can't get through the wall of blue, but then she does. Brittany Tartaglia right up on her toe stops, trying to put the pressure on this Smash Squad front, just making no progress at all.
It's very difficult to do it when you don't have any help from your teammates in that situation. The Smash Squad is just too powerful up front to hold that. Then they're holding that line strong when they have 4 or 3 blockers.
But Royal City, really important for their blockers to keep an eye on this Smash Squad jammer.
Dark Knight is very, very tough to contain.
Through again, 2 little taps. Under 4 minutes to go, the Smash Squad already with 115 points on the board to Our Ladies of Pain 56. Just a dominating performance.
And that's going to conclude that jam.
But as we've seen today, no deficit, almost no deficit, too big to overcome. With 60 points in just over 3 minutes.
It is possible.
Challenging, but possible. I think Matrak is jamming for the Smash Squad. From our vantage point, I can't see the Royal City Jammer at all. And of course, it's Sudden Beth. Out front lead jammer.
Sudden Beth has been doing well all weekend, trying to get lead jammer. She's had a heck of a percentage throughout the whole tournament, just until the Smash Squad comes. She takes a tough hit.
Takes a vicious shoulder right in the chest. Certainly winded, but back on her feet.
Now, I'm very confused by the particular late hit call because she was hit and calling it off at the same time, but also the fact, but I do not have the vantage point. I have the same view as you have at home right here looking right now.
Looked to me like it might have been a direction of play, but then looks like the call was a late hit.
Well, just like us, very new teams, very new referees, very new announcing crews, but we're all here having fun. Too fresh, too furious.
So much going on at any given time on this roller derby track.
Our Ladies of Pain, once again, back-to-back lead jammers.
Great move out to the outside by Speedy Gonzalez.
Speedy Gonzalez has been doing most of the hard work here for the Our Ladies of Pain. She has been consistent throughout the entire afternoon picking up lead jam.
Our Ladies of Pain recognizing their strengths and playing to them if they can. But this Smash Squad offense is just relentless.
Smash Squad 130, Our Ladies of Pain 64 with just 115 remaining. I think the margin may be out of reach at this point.
It looks like it is pretty safe to call that we'll have an all-Quebec final here at Fresh and the Furious 2015 with Quebec Roller Derby already through. Looks like the Smash Squad is well on their way to joining them. Canute trying to hold that outside line, just gets a couple wheels out, it's got to cycle back. Narrowly avoids the cut penalty, but gets back on the track.
Number 16, Booby Puncher, going to the box for a forearm there. She's been pretty clean so far blocking for the Smash Squad today.
Brittany Tartaglia back with the star for Royal City. trying to call it off, but I don't think she's the lead jammer.
Oh, no, she has lead jammer. Unfortunately, she's not actually touching her hips at the moment. That's the problem.
Oh, goodness.
It's one of those communications. It's very tough. Like, this is something we used to see all the time in the early days of this tournament when the fresh meat would come in here and have a hard... Understanding the game was even difficult back then. Seeing what we're seeing today, that's bound to happen at some point. It's just a little thing that coach could be like, you got to do this, you got to do that. Perfect. And then we're done. Much like me for today, this will be my last assignment here on the stream.
As will it be mine.
It's been a pleasure being with you at home today. I've had a lot of comments put to me over my Facebook and Twitter and everything, and I've really enjoyed hearing your feedback.
So this has been an absolute hoot here from the Ted Reeve Arena in Toronto, Ontario. Fresh and the Furious 2015. Looks like we got one jam to go.
After this game, we will have our third place game. And after that game will be our championship. So we'll have two more games for you coming up right after this game.
Keep the stream locked on layer9.ca.
As we return to play, Smash Squad 133, Our Ladies of Pain 66 with 9 seconds remaining on the game clock. This will be our last jam.
Whistle is gone. Smash Squad with the jammer in the penalty box. Royal City going to be put to the test. How many points can they put up in 2 minutes?
Speedy Gonzalez is going to find out. Lead jammer, Our Ladies of Pain.
Great hold on the inside against two Smash Squad defenders.
Booby Puncher and what they yell couldn't hold on to that jammer.
Slamoiselle headed to the penalty box. One less helper for Speedy Gonzalez.
This has been a power jam for the entire time here. Speedy Gonzalez is working, gets the outside line, pulls up 5 big points. It's just as the power jam ends.
Just a minute left on the jam clock. Both jammers back on the track. Canute jamming for the Smash Squad and Speedy Gonzalez for Royal City.
Speedy Gonzalez gets called on for cutting the track. She toe dragged on the inside. That's going to get the Smash Squad a full power jam here, and we're going to go 2 minutes for a full pull.
45 seconds left on that jam clock. Canute's taking it easy. Looks super relaxed. No pressure at all. Just managing the clock at this point. Still a little pepper in her step up in the front of that pack. 20 seconds left in the jam. Smash Squad not one to leave points on the table. They keep rolling. 5s and 5s and 5s and 5s. As the clock winds down, she puts up 5 more, and that'll be it.
And that will be the conclusion of that game. We are going to have an all-Quebec final here at Fresh Furious 2015.
Great results. Super game. Unofficial 153-76. Smash Squad. Just waiting for the referees to confirm. And it looks good. I have been Dr. Sneaks.
This is Ross Vegas.
Have a great night, everybody. Stay tuned for the semifinal, or for the third place and the championship game here on layer9.ca.
I watch a lot of Derby, probably 1 to 2 tournament games a week, watching bits here and there during my lunch break, getting motivated for practice, and even just listening to the action before falling asleep. Because of this, paired with the fact that there's a relatively small amount of Derby companies and an even smaller amount of companies that advertise during WIFTA productions, I have seen the same commercials hundreds, maybe thousands of times. I mean, think about it. During one tournament weekend, there are 15 or 16 games. There are commercials before the game, during halftime, and after the game, with the same maybe 30 commercials on rotation. I mean, I'm an English major, so I'm not actually going to do the math here, but I've been obsessively watching these tournaments since 2009, so that adds up. It's gotten to the point where I compulsively recite the scripts to these commercials when they come on.
Metallics, the different colored full grains, you name it. Some of them are pretty wild.
Sell skates online. You won't have any overhead. Put some skulls in your advertisement. You'll make a mint. That was never our plan.
What's a new girl's name? Low Tide. Low Tide? Wait for it.
Maybe I should start skipping through the commercials. And for the record, I'm not complaining about the limited rotation of commercials during WIFTA productions. It's my fault for watching the same games over and over again. It's just when I tried to find a word or phrase to describe this compulsive behavior, no one seemed to know what I was talking about. Apparently most people just tune out the commercials, whereas I watch and absorb commercials until I can recite them in my sleep. Am I the only one that does this? I think it's fun to memorize things like the intros to Law & Order or rap songs and challenge myself to say them faster and faster every time. I should probably go outside more. But really, if you do this or any variation of this, please let me know in the comment section or on Twitter. I would really like to know I'm not alone in this.
Welcome back to the Ted Reeve Arena. I'm Pink's Lemonade.
I'm the Derby Nerd, and this is the third place game of the 2015 Fresh and the Furious. And you are looking at Our Ladies of Pain cheering section from the Royal City RollerGirls out of Guelph, Ontario. And there they are.
They've become pretty famous for that cheer during the day.
Yeah. The first time they've been in this position in the Final Four since 2012, and they made it all the way to the finals. They were known then as the Top Hurloins at that point.
And in the foreground, you see the Queen City Queen's Court from Buffalo, New York.
Similarly, it's been a long time for them. The last time they were in the Final Four was in 2011, in the first year of the Fresh and the Furious.
A new generation of Freshie skaters making a name for themselves.
Yes, it's been an interesting day for both of these teams. Our Ladies of Pain losing to the Smash Squad 153-76 in the semifinals. Queen's Court losing similarly 103-16 to Roller Derby Quebec. It's going to be an all-Quebec final, but here we've got an international showdown for third place between Buffalo's Queen City and Guelph's Our Ladies of Pain. 20-minute games right through to the end.
Looks like that's Rosie wearing the star in black for Queen City. In the blue, looks a bit purple on your monitor, but it is blue. We've got Speedy Guns Alley, who's really made a name for herself today. A very successful day. Your lead jammer, Rosie, going to the box.
Wow.
For what looks like a low block.
Power jam right away. Yeah, Speedy Guns Alley has been kind of a revelation for Our Ladies of Pain this season.
You can see that Royal City cheering section in the corner of your screen.
So Guns Ali now power jam early on. We've seen how important power jams can be. You can build leads in this tournament that cannot be overtaken.
And with only 20 minutes, it doesn't take long to build up a pretty hefty lead. Teams have less time to get used to each other and less time to recover. Speedy Gonzalez up against the Queen City wall. Of course, we've got Rosie returning to the track. And she's leaving the track. Why is Rosie leaving the track?
She believes that the jam had ended.
She heard a whistle for a penalty and just left. Oh my gosh, lost valuable time.
Yeah.
She could have been scoring.
Great restraint, though, from the referees. I think understanding this is a fresh tournament, she could have very easily been called on a skating out of bounds penalty.
I did see one skater called on a skating out of bounds over at the bubble who mistakenly thought she had a penalty and just left. And by the time she returned, we had someone signaling a skating out of bounds. Insult to injury.
So big opening jam for Our Ladies of Pain, 17-0 now, a minute and a half in. Thanks for tuning in today to layer9.ca. What a day of Derby it's been. This has been one of the more memorable Fresh and Furious tournaments.
It's been really entertaining.
Yeah.
Really entertaining.
Phenomenal games.
And I love seeing sort of the fresh blood and really some skaters to watch in the coming season. Jules Byrne, your lead jammer for Queen City. Jamming for Royal City, of course, it's number 22. That's Brittany Tartaglia.
Brittany Tartaglia. Not lead jammer status, but approaching the pack on a scoring pass. 4 points already on the board for Queens of Pain. That's their first, or Queen's Court, sorry. It's been a long day.
Yeah, it's fine. It's a very regal theme here. Queen's Court, Our Ladies of Pain.
Royal City.
Yeah, Royal City, Queen City. It's a regal third place game.
Power jam again. Back-to-back power jams now for Our Ladies of Pain. Wow, a blocking out of play.
Wow, you don't often see that against a jammer.
She must have initiated contact, though, with the blocker who was not in play. So, power jam opportunity. Huge lead opening up here early on for Our Ladies of Pain.
Absolutely. It's their first points on the board, but Royal City really in the driver's seat.
26-4. Make that 31-4 now. So really, this is a great performance for the Royal City RollerGirls. It's been actually kind of a great year for Royal City. Their travel team, the Bootleggers, debuted at 105 in the WFTDA rankings, just on the cusp of Division II. That's a very impressive debut.
And they're just back from ECDX, where they battled a few American teams, Salisbury, Maryland, for one.
And Connecticut.
Yes, Connecticut.
Yep.
And a lot of those girls here are cheering on their Freshies, which is really heartwarming to see.
Both jammers now on scoring passes, so Jules Byrne coming out of the box and picking up 4 quick points for Queen's Court.
5 seconds left in this jam. Let's see if Jules Burns can make it count. Not quite.
Nice re-entry for Tartaglio. Picks up all 5 on that pass, so 31-8 will be the score.
14-8 point jam for Our Ladies of Pain. We are just over 4 minutes into this game.
This is quite a grueling day of Derby.
Yep.
16 teams, although we only had 15 this year, but 2 tracks, full double elimination tournament with a knockout bracket, all done in about 12 hours. We're a little bit about 20 minutes behind schedule if you're just tuning in. That's why this game is just getting underway. The championship will be played at about 9:20 or 9:30 tonight. Another lead jammer status for Speedy Gonzalez.
Number 905 looking to catch up. That's from Queen's Court. That's McCready. McCready and Speedy Gonzalez, great performances so far today. Both of them really relied upon by their teams. But as you were saying, the tournament format, a really invaluable experience for a freshie to get the feel of a tournament day and be playing against players at their own level. You can guarantee that nobody on these teams has played more than a year. Nobody on this team has played more than 3 games.
Yeah, it's rare that skaters that I think around North America, around the world really, that skaters at this level get to have a competitive experience like this at such an early point in their career. Yeah. And as we've seen skaters, pretty much every skater in Ontario and Quebec, in this generation anyway, has made their way through this tournament at one point or another over the last 5 years.
Absolutely. Rosie, your lead jammer for Queen City, hotly pursued by Femke Fatale.
Oh, and a big hit there from Sigourney Cleaver. Brings an end to that jam, but not before 2 points were stolen by Our Ladies of Pain at the very end of that jam.
That's a 4-2 jam for Queen City. Still not quite within striking distance of Our Ladies of Pain. 14 minutes left, though.
2 power jams are the difference so far early on.
Yep.
In the opening 2 jams. Rosie back on the line, I believe. Nope. Sorry.
Your lead jammer for
that
Queen
Jules
City,
Byrne.
Jules Byrne.
Yeah.
And Jimmy, for Royal City, we've got Brittany Tartaglia, very successful last jam.
Jules Byrne hits that wall hard, and she is getting called on a back block. It's going to be a 3rd power jam now for Our Ladies of Pain.
You can see the Royal City blockers just stopping and making a signal. This is a power jam. This is what we want. You just do your thing.
It's important. Sudden Beth, was very excited about it.
Yeah. There's your captain, right? That's the communication. A 5-point grand slam on the board for Brittany Tartaglia.
7 minutes in.
Royal City letting her fight it out on her own.
Our Ladies of Pain have finished as high as 2nd in this tournament. That was back in 2012.
Finally, Brittany Tartaglia makes it around the last Queen City blocker. Jules Byrne rejoining the action in the back there. Nice hit from number 123. 125, sorry, Farrell Dixon.
Welcome back to the track.
Wow, yes. We've been waiting for you.
Another long, high-scoring jam.
Strung out pack here. Brittany Tartaglia just trying to push each and every blocker out of play. Jules Byrne not getting much offensive help, and that'll be a cut on the outside against Jules Byrne. Another power jam for Royal City.
Wow, that's going to make it 4 power jams for Royal City, and that really accounts for the difference in score right now.
So painful.
Blockers also heading to the box. 3-2 pack advantage, though, for Queen City on this power kill.
Wow.
Nice big hit there.
Yeah, it's 138. May bring down to house.
Nice name.
Another 4 fingers in the air. Bringing that to a... Oh, sorry. Yeah.
2 for Our Ladies. Queen City.
Yes. 14-6 jam for Our Ladies of Pain.
So 54-20. So despite giving up 4 power jams, the difference or the points being added there, 58-20. 38 points is the difference. That's not bad considering it's been 4 power jams in the opening 9 minutes of this game.
You must say for the Queen City blockers, they are good at stealing the speed from the jammers.
Yeah.
They are a slow pack.
Couldn't slow down Speedy Gonzalez, though, is through as your lead jammer here in that power start.
Only 2 Queen City blockers on the track. Of course, Dreadful Penny and number 816.
Textbook at turn 1. Fake to the outside. Pop in. Speedy Gonzalez around quickly. Tried to do the same thing, but the Queen's blockers were ready for this point. Oh, and a cut from Speedy Gonzalez. The first power jam opportunity of the game now going to the Queen's Court.
Jules Byrne, your only jammer on the track right now. Taking Speedy Gonzalez out of the picture is a good plan for Queen City right now.
So, it's going to be a full 2-minute jam. There's still a minute remaining. She's got about 20 seconds left to work in this power jam. Already 5 points on the board for Our Ladies of Pain. So Queen's Court with an opportunity to get on the board in this jam. They have now a Grand Slam of their own.
Queen City bench really celebrating this right now. They need this momentum, this sort of psychological boost. They can really succeed in this jam. They might be able to pull forward and take this.
Oh, but Speedy Gonzalez back on the track and making quick work of the pack through. Also picking up points. 30 seconds to go. 5-4 on that pass. Sudden Beth also out of the penalty box. 1 remains in there for Royal City. 4-3 pack advantage.
A fast pack here as we approach the end of the jam. They seem to be more concerned about saving points than playing defense.
Speedy knocked outside. She's already sitting on at least 2, perhaps even 3 points. But quickly around on another scoring pass. Queen's Court getting back in this game quickly. Jules Byrne getting knocked out by Sudden Beth as the jam comes to its 2-minute conclusion.
3 points each in that pass. 17 points for Queen City and 9 points for Our Ladies of Pain total.
It looks like 3 points being added late, so 17-12 jam. 37-70 when it's all said and done. 33 points is the difference.
But a 2-1 ratio right now.
Oh, wow. I thought I was good with that. That subtraction.
I
Look
like
at you.
math.
Wow. All right, jam is underway. It looks like it's going to be a back block right off of the start.
Oh, man.
Wow. 5th jammer penalty so far on this game for the Queen's Court. Erin Gobrales.
It's an incredible derby name, should I say. Absolute poetry.
Oh, man, there's some really good derby names here this weekend. That's one thing that the Fresh Meat seem to be winning at is derby names.
Mm-hmm. Especially now that they're not encumbered by the Roller Girl Master roster. Femke Vital, of course, only 2 blockers to pass, picks up those beautiful, beautiful ghost points, 5-point Grand Slam.
And it's a dead stop pack at turn number 2.
Royal City mostly just leaving her to her own devices against the 2 blockers, and it works out well.
She seems to be doing just fine. Huge lead now opened up for Our Ladies of Pain. And already at the 8-minute mark, a very quick game. A huge hit there from Megalomania. Speaking of good names, Megalomania. Yeah. What a great name.
Royal City trying to form a quick wall there as the Queen City Jammer rejoins Erin Gobrales, but not quite fast enough. A little bit porous, that wall.
It's going to end that jam. Another 2-minute full jam, 80-37, 7.5 to go. This is the 3rd place game of the 2015 Fresh and the Furious. 5th iteration of the event under this name.
Yep.
6th overall.
And of course, 4th place, very respectable considering there's 15 teams involved, but I know that both these teams really want that 3rd place spot.
You don't get a medal for 4th place.
No, you don't. That's the difference. Jam was whistled, but it's so loud in here with this cheering that the skaters didn't seem to have noticed at first. Multiplayer to Our Ladies of Pain.
The star, I believe, has been passed to Rossi.
That's Rosie Rossi? I'm not sure. I've been saying Rosie, but I don't know. I'm not an expert
on names.
Yeah, interesting strategy here. Just an immediate penny pass.
Yep.
Of course, they are on a power jam now.
And it's going to be a full 2-minute jam at that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, a nice little sweep there from May bring down to house. 5 points now on the board, and suddenly Queen's Court doesn't seem all that far behind anymore.
Absolutely. They seem to be getting their wits about them, and they seem a little more confident now on the track, whereas you see the Our Ladies of Pain kind of scrambling in this power jam.
Yeah. Nice pushback here from the Queen's Court. They've come all this way.
Sometimes you just
Across
need
the
that
border.
push, that pressure.
Yeah. And they realized they didn't want to go home empty-handed. Oh, and a huge hit.
Woo! May bring down to house. Nicely done.
Did bring down to house.
She brought down Brittany Tartaglia, that's for sure.
If the house is called Tartaglia.
And look at the resilience here from Rosie and or Rossi. Just holding up to a lot of abuse, staying upright, staying on her skates.
Tartaglia working through that wall again. Another pass. 14 seconds to go in this jam. Each jammer will have an opportunity to score some more points. Nice clean pass. 5 points for the Queen's Court. 14 points is the difference, but 4 points to make that 18.
It's a 29-point jam for
Wow.
Rosie.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
Is that the biggest jam of the day?
I don't
haven't
think I've
seen every
one
game,
bigger.
but I have not also seen one
Yeah.
bigger. And we've been split apart for most of the day, so
I know. Why do they keep us apart?
I don't know.
It's a conspiracy.
It is a conspiracy. Star-crossed announcers.
Oh, but we may have been just ships in the night.
All right. 84-66. 18 points.
If you can't beat them, hypnotize them.
Yeah.
Slowly back and forth. That's number 4, Nick Nugget. Believe she was in town for U-Haul Brawl. We were there.
Yeah.
We were allowed to be together. Was it just too awesome they just couldn't let it happen again?
I guess so. Maybe that was it. Yeah.
I was on Team Humid over in the bubble.
Yeah. It's only teens slightly warm in here.
Yeah.
As I mentioned, this is a very important tournament in the development of skaters for competitive roller derby in Quebec and Ontario. And we'd like to thank our sponsors who obviously recognize that. We'll start now with 1234 Skate Company, skater owned and operated. Lucid Lou, the owner, can hook you up with all of your derby needs. She can also outfit you for the after party. On-site maintenance available here all weekend. And she's been both in the bubble and here at Ted Reeve Arena, so she's been doing it all for us this weekend.
Double duty.
And for you who didn't come to this fantastic tournament, you can visit 1234 Skate Company online at 1234skateco.com.
And if you want to look super fly, now that you've got all those skates, you can go to Monster Muffin, Canadian-made clothing for on and off the track. From ready-to-wear to uniforms to custom-made, they've got you covered at www.monstermuffin.com.
Another skater-owned and operated business, although I wonder how many roller derby businesses are not skater-owned and operated.
You have to be pretty slick to pick up on this
Yeah.
movement, this little mini economy,
Yeah.
and not be a part of it. I keep trying to think of something I can monetize for roller derby, but I don't have any skills or talents. So that makes it difficult.
Yeah, me too.
You know? I don't know how to make anything.
No.
I don't know how to fix anything.
Me neither.
You know, I mean, I make a pretty good grilled cheese.
Yeah. We both seem to be pretty good at talking about stuff.
Yeah.
But there's no way to monetize that, unfortunately.
We're going to have our own morning radio show.
Yeah. Just on roller derby.
Yeah.
All right. Enough talking to us. Let's get back to the action on the track, and it's going to be a 4-2 pack advantage for Our Ladies of Pain as they've seen their lead dwindle away, but Speedy Gonzalez quickly through for lead jammer. Although not far behind, it's McNugget for
Nick
Queen's
Nugget,
Court.
a lot of speed here. Cut track going to a Queen City blocker. That's captain, number 905, McCready. Really valuable player here today.
So that'll be another. The pack advantage continues now for Our Ladies of Pain as they try to build back the lead that had been chipped away at by Queen's Court. Only 4 minutes to go. This game is just flying by.
22 points separating these teams. It's really going to come down to the decisions you make in these next 4 minutes.
What's the ratio on that piece, huh?
Well, that's a 6 to 3 to 4 ratio.
Oh, all right.
3 to 4 ratio. Derby nerd and math nerd. Femke Fatale in the front of the pack. She'll be your lead jammer for the Ladies of Pain.
All about controlling the clock now for Our Ladies of Pain.
Yeah. You don't want to get sloppy. You want to be really focused and stay out of the box.
Coming quickly, though, Erin Gobralis.
Ooh.
Was she able to sneak in there and steal some points? It does not look like. It looks like it's going to be a 2-0 jam when all is said and done.
Yeah, I thought that call-off came too late, but Queen City not able to score in that jam.
Yep. Tyler Swift very quickly putting that 2 fingers up, and I think that inspired the other jam ref to realize.
I believe an official review has been called.
And it looks like
so that means we have time to tell you about Neon Skates. Neon Skates is a roller derby and recreational skate score. Patineo est un magazine de patins quant spécialisé dans le derby et le patin récréatif. Upstairs by the snack bar or online at www.skateneon.com.
That's right, you still do have time to get down here. There's one game to go after this one.
The traffic is not that bad. I've been saying it all day. Not that bad.
Yeah?
Don't believe what they tell you. The Pan Am Games has not shut the city down.
No, it has not.
But the party is here. Come here instead.
Yeah. I don't know. Although I know that roller dance was on today at the Pan Am Games, or roller figure skating.
I'm going to the roller figure skating medals tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah. The medal rounds are tomorrow.
Yeah, with my teammate. Only one Canadian competitor in that.
Oh, who is that? Do you know a former skater from Toronto Roller Derby was once a Pan Am skater in that? Mock Wheels.
Yes. I believe you told me that a few weeks ago, actually.
There you go.
You're the man with the knowledge. You're the fountain of derby knowledge.
This is the fountain of derby nerdery.
Yes, and I just do the math.
Yeah, which is very good, by the way. Although you could just be making it up, and I'd have no idea.
Yeah, you're like, I bought it. Good enough for me.
All right, on the track, we've got ourselves an official review from Our Ladies of Pain, still ongoing.
Is somebody going to tell us what that's about? Really?
Yes,
For really?
Yeah.
Our Ladies of Pain called official review.
Only 2 Our Ladies of Pain blockers on the track right now up against Queen City.
So they were trying to get a back block taken off the board. It was not removed. So they lose their official review. They still have 2 timeouts remaining, though, and only 3 minutes left to go.
Queen City with the lead jammer status. That's Rosie. Brittany Tartaglia really struggling against this Queen City contingent. And a direction of gameplay for number 208. Penny Dreadful will send her to the box.
20 points is the difference. 3 minutes to go. Lots of time to make that up. And wow, this jam has been going very well for the Queen's Court. Only 1 blocker, now 2. And there's the third coming back onto the track for Our Ladies of Pain, so it will be 3-3.
Rosie really having a powerful jam here, just like her last one. A 29-point jam last time she was on the track, and so far, a 14-point jam, and she could win this game for Queen City.
Suddenly, Queen City is within 10 points, the closest they've been in quite some time here in this third-place game.
Oh,
another clean pass.
Our Ladies of Pain cannot stay together.
Unbelievable jam once again. And it's a 5-point game.
You can see this performance just spurring the Queen City blockers on. All they really have to do is distract the Royal City blockers.
Wow, just total turnaround. We now have ourselves a tie score with 2 minutes to go.
Oh, my goodness.
All those early power jams really put Queen City in a hole, but late in the game they've tightened things up, and the power jams have now been going in their favor, and that's made all the difference. Lead change.
The crowd is losing their mind, and Rosie seems...
A little bit late on that call-off, and that was going to allow 4 points to get picked up by Our Ladies of Pain, so we have a tie game with 90 seconds left to go.
It was looking like she liked her odds against Brittany Tartaglia, and then she called the jam, and really, she had about half a track to try and squeak in another couple points just to get them enough ahead, but...
Yeah, it looks like 1 point has been added now to the Queen's Court score, so they do have a lead. Is that another 29-point jam?
Unbelievable.
That is 58 points in 2 jams. Are you checking the math?
58 points.
Yeah.
Yeah. So of that 95 points, she's got like 2/3 of them.
In two jams.
Yeah.
Wow, amazing performance. So Queen's Court with a late lead here.
I mean, when you were saying that Queen's Court was within 2 power jams of winning, we didn't expect them to be power jams like that.
No, not at all. And the Queen's Court has never finished better than 4th, so this is an opportunity to pick up a medal.
Absolutely. With a minute and a half left, this is going to be likely the deciding jam of the game.
Yes, I would believe so. Queen City, of course, has a long history playing roller derby here in Canada. They made their first foray north of the border in 2007. Can you believe it? It's been a long time that they've been playing here. Mm-hmm. Pretty much honorary Canadians in Buffalo.
Your captain, McCready, is wearing the star for this final jam. Of course, Speedy Gonzalez for the Ladies of Pain wearing the star here. All the pressure is on right now.
And Queen City picks up lead jammer status. But Speedy also out. Only about 30 feet. She can make that up. She is a very fast jammer.
How they use up this last minute and a half is going to be so important.
No call. Looks like Queen City's going to let this go. Oh, and a cutting call on the Queen City jammer. Our Ladies of Pain power jam.
Oh, I heard that whistle. I knew that could only mean one thing. Speedy Gonzalez, 5 points in the board. Our Ladies of Pain now pulling ahead 99-95.
Wow. Jammer's going to come out of the box. There will be a lot of time remaining on the clock.
There is no lead jammer.
Nope.
This is your last jam of the night.
It's going to go the full 2.
It is over when the jam clock is over.
60 seconds to go on that. 30 on your game clock. You can stop watching that. Now a big hit. It may bring down the house. The huge hit. But coming out of the penalty box, McCready picks up 4 points very quickly. Oh my.
The crowd is going crazy. McCready's going to have to gain a pass on Speedy Gonzalez, and unless she goes to the box, it's not clear whether that'll be able to happen.
Oh, and only one. Sigourney Cleaver, the lone blocker on the track now. Sassy back out there.
Left.
Oh, and another penalty.
Jam for our Ladies of Pain. It is over.
It is over with only 30 seconds to go. Speedy Gonzalez could choose not to skate anymore if she would
could
like
literally
to.
take a nap.
Yep.
On turn 1 and be fine.
It would anger the crowd, I can tell you that, but
yes,
it would be the smart thing to do.
She could just come over and sit in our box.
Yeah, we could interview her for the final 30 seconds.
4, 3, 2, 1, and that is the end.
Back
of the third place game.
On the podium. It's been since 2012, but Royal City RollerGirls back on the podium here at the Fresh and the Furious.
They will not take home the gold today, but what a victory. What a close game. They can really say that they earned that.
Absolutely.
Queen City, though, did not disappoint. They should be happy with how they did. What a comeback.
I would say that both of these leagues overperformed, at least on my expectations coming in. I'm not sure how much that means, but when it comes to a fresh meat tournament, it's so hard to have these expectations. But I did not see either of these two teams performing this way or finishing this high in this tournament. So really phenomenal performance from both.
Well, I think I'm always surprised every year. You have teams that stand out and you have players that stand out.
Yep.
And you really get to see who's going to be a contender in the roller derby world in the coming years. So.
Yep. Yeah, talking about some of the skaters last year made big impressions, like Crazy Squirrel now on a WFTDA Division 1 team.
Yeah.
Le Grand Noisseur last year was a big skater.
Yeah. She's here coaching RDQ.
Or Smash Squad. Smash Squad.
Smash Squad.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so skaters.
Even Tiny Fury on the Smash Squad was playing with the Skids in ECDX.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, and I know Marquette, is that her name?
Mm-hmm.
On the Smash Squad. Another Smash Squad skater skates for Lace Expo as well.
Yep. Yeah. Well, I've been Pink's Lemonade.
Yes, and I'm the Derby Nerd.
Thank you for joining us here on Layer 9. Stay tuned for the gold medal game coming up in just a few minutes.
Welcome back, Roller Derby fans, to the 2015 Fresh and the Furious. This is it. This is the end. This is what it all comes down to, the championship game.
Et bienvenue à tous les francophones qui nous écoutent. Voici la grande finale opposant Montréal Roller Derby et Roller Derby Québec.
That's right, an all-Quebec final here at the Fresh and the Furious for the first time ever. Roller Derby Quebec will be facing off against the Smash Squad. For the last 2 years, these two teams have played together as Les Bouches, winning a tournament and finishing runner-up last year. And now they are enemies.
They are.
On the track.
Le Smash Squad a remporté le championnat au Fresh and the Furious en 2012. Et c'est la première apparition des viandes fraîches et charcuteries de Roller Derby Québec au Fresh and the Furious.
That's right. Roller Derby Quebec, currently the champions of the Beast of the East. They finished first and second there, so an opportunity now to also win the Fresh and the Furious.
And Montreal's Filles du Roi finished third, so
right.
the rivalry is there.
Yeah.
Les Casse-Gueules ont fini en première place. Une équipe maison de Québec au Beast cette année, le Rouge et Gore, leur deuxième équipe maison en deuxième place, et les Filles du Roi de Montréal en troisième position.
So Quebec dominance in Eastern Canadian Roller Derby continues. And what a tournament for these two teams. Only 7 skaters on Roller Derby Quebec left. They began with 8. Of course, losing Chlamydia earlier on. A tough loss for them. We will we'll monitor that situation and hope that she is all right as the season continues.
Cheering from the bench.
Yeah. And Smash Squad, of course, came with a full roster, 19 skaters they've brought, and they are healthy and ready to go. Smash Squad, as you mentioned, Sass champions in 2012, the last time they competed. They have an opportunity here to become the first ever 2-time champions of the Fresh and the Furious.
Oh la la. Pressure is on.
One interesting note, this is the first time ever that the Toronto Roller Derby's Divas have not finished in the top 3 of this tournament. And this is, as I mentioned, this is the first time that we'll have an all-Quebec final.
On avait aussi une troisième équipe du Québec cette année qui en était à leur première apparition, Roller Derby Sherbrooke.
Mm-hmm. And they had a very good tournament as well, making it all the way to the final 8 before they lost to Our Ladies of Pain. For Roller Derby Quebec, their route to this championship game came through the bubble. They started things off with a big victory over the Queen's Court, 124-10. And then they went on to defeat the Neophytes, 155-44, setting a single game scoring record here at the Fresh and the Furious.
14.
Yeah. Oh, 14, yes. Sorry. And then, from there, they went into the quarterfinals and they knocked off the hometown Derby debutantes 102-45. And then they just won the semifinal in a rematch against Queen's Court, 103-16.
Le Smash Squad de Montréal aussi a remporté tous ses matchs. Ils ont gagné contre les Cannondales 121-50 qui étaient les championnes de l'année dernière.
Yeah, that's right. Both of these two teams undefeated. We're going to do a full introduction. This is a 20-minute game, though, here in the final, so the same rules apply. That's one difference between this tournament and the Beast of the East.
What difference?
The it's a one-half final, 20-minute final,
yeah.
not a 220s. I think this is the one-day event. It's a bit much to ask these skaters to skate 2 games
and
or
what
2 halves.
A day.
Yeah, a long day. Coming up to 12 hours. Some of us have been here at Ted Reeve Arena for the Fresh and the Furious. So congratulations as well. If you're just tuning in now, you just missed Our Ladies of Pain, finished 3rd place with a win over Queen's Court from Queen City. So it was a very international final. 2 teams from Quebec, 1 Ontario team, and New York State's Queen's Court from Queen City RollerGirls, making it an international final. And Our Ladies of Pain with a medal for the first time since 2012 when they lost to the Smash Squad in the final.
On voit ici le Smash Squad en orange et Roller Derby Québec en blanc.
And yes, that really is the whole team. One line, two jammers. What a day for Roller Derby Quebec. Unbelievable endurance.
La foule est déjà en délire. J'entends des gens crier RDQ, botte des culs.
Smash Squad in the orange. They've brought a full team. They've been able to rotate their scores.
Roller Derby Québec patine aujourd'hui sous le nom de viande fraîche, viande froide et charcuterie.
Yes. Cold cuts and charcuterie. And here they are coming to the track. The cold cuts and the charcuterie. And of course, announcing number 1, Chlamydia, not on the track right now. Number 141 is Izzy Gonzalez. Huge tournament as a jammer. Number 213 is Diva Cop. Important blocker for this team. Number 3 is Kill Easy, an important pivot who's also acted as a third jammer with Chlamydia off. Number 352 is Holly Scrap. Number 5 is Dildodo Bombas. One of the top 5 names at the Fresh and the Furious 2015. Number 15, Ninja Turtle. Number 666 is Taminator, another one of the jammers left on this Roller Derby Quebec team. Number 8, Guns N' Roses. And finally, rounding out the Roller Derby Quebec roster, number 999, Sparky Pops. And that's it. 7 skaters remaining on the bench for Roller Derby Quebec here in the Fresh and the Furious Championship game. It'd be unbelievable if they could pull it off. And what an intimidating sight it must be to see this Smash Squad.
Et maintenant pour Montreal Roller Derby, une marée orange envahit la piste, c'est le Smash Squad de Montréal. Numéro 16, Booby Puncher. Virginia Wish, numéro 175. Numéro 1789, Scarlet Fever. Numéro 2323, Dark Knight. Numéro 25, Creeptonic. Numéro 4399, French Cancan. Numéro 5, Canut. Numéro 67 qui est blessé aujourd'hui, Thunderstrike. Numéro 7, What the hell? Numéro 7734, I'm a Pyro. Numéro 818, Lisaster. Numéro 819, Matraque. Numéro 85, Choke Colette. Numéro 888, Tiny Fury. Numéro 97, Gorgonzola. Et au début, j'ai manqué le numéro 10, Gunfu. Et le numéro 174, Laisse tomber les filles. C'est le Smash Squad de Montréal.
This is it now. 20 minutes to determine who is going to take home the Sloppy Cup. The 6th time a team's name will be engraved on that championship trophy.
Dans 20 minutes, nous allons découvrir les championnes du Fresh and the Furious édition 2015.
Tiny Fury is going to get things started for the Smash Squad in the orange. It's going to be Izzy Gonzalez in the white for Roller Derby Quebec. Montreal, Quebec. Fresh in the Furious final. Moments away.
Et c'est un départ.
Neither jammer willing to move, waiting for the other. Little Fury goes outside. Izzy Gonzalez comes in. Beautiful footwork from Izzy Gonzalez allows her to walk that inside line and take lead jammer status.
Et Tiny Fury, avec un petit saut, réussit à s'échapper du mur des viandes froides des charcuteries. Mais Izzy est déjà revenue. Elle a pris ses points et a arrêté le jam.
Wow, a nice move by Izzy to kind of weave her way through that pack. A little bit of a spin as she approached. Got all 4 points. Called it off quickly. A nice 30-second jam to get things started here. 4-0 Montreal.
Canut
4-0 Quebec.
sur la ligne de jam pour Montréal.
I assume it's
Et Terminator,
Yeah.
numéro 666 pour RDQ.
Terminator and Izzy Gonzalez have been skating so much with the star today after the loss of chlamydia. Unbelievable performance from those two tireless jammers. An attack, French Can cannot hold Terminator back, and the calm, collected Terminator through as your lead jammer.
Canut est toujours prise derrière un mur de RDQ. Un opaque. Elle a donc pu s'échapper, mais elle n'a pas le lead.
Terminator now plows through that back wall. Picks up a few points. Now trying to work her way on the inside. Oh, and getting called.
Terminator a une punition. Elle s'en va au banc des pénalités pour avoir poussé avec ses avant-bras. Elle essayait d'arrêter le jam, mais ne pourra pas. Il n'y a donc pas de première jammeuse qui pourra arrêter ce jam.
Smash Squad has now taken the lead on that 5-point pass from Canut as Terminator was trying to call it off, didn't realize she'd incurred a forearm penalty. Power jam opportunity now for Montreal here early on. 5 more points, another grand slam.
Et Canut revient essayer de ramasser des points pendant ce super jam et elle se fait sortir de la piste par Kill Easy et est recyclée à l'arrière du pack.
Nice block from Ninja Turtle, forcing Canut back. Smash Squad patiently allowing their jammer to do the work. Terminator back on the track. Smash Squad immediately wrapping her up. Nice push, though, from Terminator. Gets through.
Good penalty kill for RDQ.
Yeah. Really good penalty kill.
Et Canut s'est pris 2 coups à la tête simultanément. Et elle continue à pousser.
Pack is back as Smash Squad has one skater trapped. Terminator now coming up against Matrak. Powers through 2 hits. French Can and Matrak could not knock down Terminator. She put up 4 points. 15-8 jam, though, gives Montreal a 15-12 lead.
Le score est maintenant de 15-12 pour Montréal. Il reste 16 minutes de jeu.
Tight start here. Mistakes will be very important. How many power jams will these teams give up? That could be the difference.
Oui, parce que les pénalités ont joué un grand jeu sur les scores finaux durant ce tournoi.
And Little Fury now sees an outside lane, tries to take it, gets knocked down, forced to reset. Izzy Gonzalez called as your lead jammer.
Et Izzy Gonzalez est première jammeuse. Et 2 joueuses du Smash Squad, la jammeuse et une bloqueuse, s'en vont au banc des pénalités en même temps.
Power jam opportunity now for Roller Derby Quebec.
Vous ne voulez pas donner de super jam à Izzy Gonzalez.
5 points, first grand slam for Izzy.
3 bloqueuses de chaque équipe sur la piste. Non, la 4e est là. Elle était cachée, je ne la voyais pas. Et Izzy Gonzalez essaie de passer vers l'extérieur et repoussée par Scarlet Fever, mais elle se reprend à l'intérieur.
Yeah, nice sweep, opening up that inside line. 5 more points now on the board as Roller Derby Quebec extends their lead to 7. Looking for more. Nice pass. just getting by Scarlet Fever, 5 points. Tiny Fury out of the penalty box, trying to make quick work, takes a big hit, gets knocked to the inside.
Et Roller Derby Québec recycle parfaitement à l'avant du pack.
Oh, Kill Easy, Guns N' Roses, and Ninja Turtle with some strong defense on Tiny Fury.
Oh! Et Easy Gonzalez arrête le jam couché sur le dos après avoir fait un surprenant.
Wow. Izzy Gonzalez with the footwork has been absolutely mesmerizing today sometimes.
That's the words I was looking for. Thank you.
Unbelievable performance. 31-15 now, doubling up. Quebec is over Montreal just 5 minutes into this championship game. Wow. What a performance.
C'est maintenant 30-15 pour viande fraîche et charcuterie.
Taking a look now of Le Grand Noisseur talking to her team.
La grande noirceur qui est coach du Smash Squad, elle est aussi dans les Filles du Roi et les S'Expose à Montréal.
Yeah, she knows what this tournament takes to win it. She was a big, important piece of Les Bouches last year in their second place finish. They lost a heartbreaker. It was just a 2-point final last year. There are the Roller Derby Quebec fans. Game Boy there, another past Fresh and Furious star. Oh, and there's the Montreal bench getting ready to start this jam up. Again, down 15.
Is it going to be a new game after this timeout? Nous allons voir. C'est Canute sur la ligne de jam pour le Smash Squad.
And Taminator for Roller Derby Quebec. Taminator picked up a penalty, a forearm penalty in her last time jamming.
Il n'y a plus de pack, il continue à la bloquer. Y aura-t-il pénalité? Non. Taminator sort pas très longtemps après Canute.
Canute, lead jammer, coming around quickly to score.
Et Roller Derby Québec accélère le pack.
Taken over the front of that pack, and just as Taminator approached, called off. It's going to be nothing. No points for either team on that pass.
C'est Easy Gonzalez qui revient pour RDQ avec Choke Colette sur la ligne de jam. 5 contre 5. On espère que ça va rester comme ça.
And in case you haven't noticed at home, Roller Derby Quebec is running one line in this game. They've got one spare sitting on the bench, and of course they've been running a 2-jammer rotation. Look for Kill Easy to start taking the star a little bit as the game gets late into its later stages. Jamming now for Montreal. It's the first time, but a lead jammer status goes to Izzy Gonzalez. What the yell heading to the penalty box. No pivot on the track for Montreal. Choke Colette is the jammer of note for the Smash Squad in orange, and she is just through now on her first pass. Oh, easy pass for Izzy Gonzalez. That's exactly what Roller Derby Quebec needs right now.
Et Choke Colette n'a pas réussi à amasser de points lors de ce jam.
A nice job by RDQ to wait for that call off as well. They're already starting to work that clock.
Roller Derby Québec contrôle vraiment bien les jammers devant le pack aussi. Ils en ont une dans la... Non.
Oh, Matrak getting an opportunity with the star for Montreal.
Oui, Montréal a une bonne rotation de jammers.
Yeah. I'm looking for a couple different looks to see if anything could be a little more successful against this fantastic line of Roller Derby Quebec defense.
Et Taminator qui s'en va dans la boîte de pénalité. Non. C'était une erreur.
Yeah. No,
c'était une bloqueuse du Smash Squad.
Taminator through, initial class complete. Matrak already around and scoring now, trying to push her way through a 4-wall of Quebec blockers. Picks up a couple points, takes a look back, calls it off, at least 2.
Oh. Juste à temps, Taminator était de retour derrière le pack.
Smegmark coming into the middle to call an official review. Smegmark, a very experienced bench coach, saw something, a call he did not like on that last jam, and he's going to ask for it to be reviewed.
Ça va donner le temps à ces filles aussi de respirer un peu, parce qu'à cette joueuse, ça ne doit pas être évident. Et le score est quand même de 34-17 pour RDQ.
This is your last opportunity to talk to us on Twitter. You can use the hashtag FNF2015 or hashtag FreshAndTheFurious. We're not picky. Talk to us, talk to each other. Hope you've enjoyed the coverage here on layer9.ca. Big thank you, of course, to William Clark, the producer of layer9.ca. I've said it before, I'll say it again. The best archive of modern flat track roller derby. layer9.ca. There are the refs conferring on this official review.
Nous attendons le verdict du official review demandé par RDQ.
The great thing about this ref crew, too, this is not necessarily the most experienced ref crew here this weekend as well, but getting an opportunity to call a championship game in a tournament. Fresh refs, fresh announcers, fresh skaters, and that is the Montreal bench.
La foule est en délire.
Still down by 17. And there's a look at the floor here at Ted Reeve Arena. Huge cheering section for Roller Derby Quebec. Tournament head announcers, Jax Alotopus, a big thanks to Jax this weekend as well.
Je vois des joueuses de Sherbrooke aussi. Je me demande pour qui elles prennent.
It's a miracle. Explaining now to the bench staffs about the call.
Chocolate, ça donne à une petite danse préparatoire.
Yeah, when these reviews get a little long, why not start a dance party? Roller Derby Quebec is losing their official review, so it does not look like that was a successful review. But nonetheless, we're ready to get back underway now. 12 minutes to go, 34-17. Roller Derby Quebec in control here early on, or about almost actually at the midway point already. This game going by very quickly.
Easy Gonzalez. Oh, c'était un blocage, multiplayer block.
Tiny Fury, though, also through, but almost a full track already behind. And Izzy Gonzalez with a nice little juke to the outside, gets by the two blockers, gets all 4 points in, calls it off.
Et il restait seulement 2 bloqueuses du Smash Quad sur la track. Les pénalités peuvent jouer un rôle décisif lors des matchs de 20 minutes. Lors de tous les matchs, d'ailleurs.
Yeah.
Et durant les matchs de 20 minutes, 4 pénalités vous expulsent du match.
And we have had quite a few foul outs today as well. It's pretty easy to pick up 4 penalties in a 20-minute game. Taminator back out there for Roller Derby Quebec. Once again, it's Canute for the Smash Squad. Canute, though, getting called on a back block. It's going to be a power jam opportunity for Roller Derby Quebec.
Un blocage au dos pour Canute. Elle s'en va au banc des pénalités rejoindre Scarlet Fever. C'est maintenant un super jam pour Taminator. Numéro 666 de viande froide et charcuterie.
Oh, and an easy pass as Matrick went in for the big hit, missed it. 5 points, Roller Derby Quebec.
Montréal roule à l'avant du pack. Et Québec attaque. Ça fonctionne. Taminator est passé comme dans du beurre.
And the Smash Squad defense not even aware of the jammer coming through. Nearing the midway point now, this championship game.
Elle réussit à l'arrêter. Elle est prise derrière le pack. Essaie de se faufiler à l'intérieur. Et c'est la fin du jam.
No points in that final pass as Canute comes out of the box, gets back into the pack, but unable to complete her initial pass. But a big lead now, 10 points added to the score, 48-17. Almost exactly the midway point.
Il reste 10 minutes de jeu et c'est maintenant 48-17 pour les viandes froides et charcuteries de Roller Derby Québec.
Penalty box empty. 5-on-5. Jammers again hesitant as the whistle blows.
Tiny Fury s'essaie à l'extérieur, mais elle est très bien bloquée par les joueuses de RDQ. Et c'est Izzy Gonzalez. Oh!
Back block called on Gunfu.
Izzy Gonzalez s'est fait frapper lorsqu'elle patinait à reculons.
Izzy is the lead jammer, and she's going to take, I think she's going to wait.
Et aucun point de compté durant ce jam.
And Izzy's going to stay on the track and get right back at it after that short jam. And of course, the Roller Derby Quebec bench, our pack stays exactly the same. Not because they want to keep these four skaters on the track, because they have no choice.
Chapeau à Roller Derby Québec pour jouer avec cette joueuse.
One too many skaters on the track for the Smash Squad right now. We'll see if the referees notice that and send one blocker off, but they're sitting with four right now and one in the box. Could make for an uncomfortable situation when that fifth blocker enters play. Matrak once again with the star, though, for the Smash Squad.
Et Matrak est notre première jammeuse, suivie de près par Izzy Gonzalez qui la talonne. Et deux bloqueuses du Smash Squad sont envoyées au banc des pénalités.
Oh, and Izzy with, again, that nice, easy little juke to the outside. Picks up 4 points, excuse me. Matrak through as well for 4.
Izzy n'est pas lead jammeuse et elle a ramassé tous ses points. Matrak arrête le jeu.
Called it off before Izzy could pick up any more. So the Smash Squad got away with having an extra blocker on the track for that whole jam. But they now have 2 in the box, 4-2 pack advantage for Quebec. Booby Puncher also heading to the box now. And so again, it looks like there's one too many skaters on the track for the Smash Squad.
Et What the Yell s'en va jammer pour la première fois.
Oh, yeah.
Il n'y a seulement que Dark Knight sur la track pour bloquer pour le Smash Squad.
The lone blocker, she
Elle va
couldn't do
essayer
much.
de faire une offense pour aider What the Yell qui coupe à l'intérieur.
Yeah, the Montreal Jammers having a hard time getting through these Roller Derby Quebec walls. Maybe they're hoping What the Yell can bring a little more power to the jamming position.
Elle n'a personne à qui passer l'étoile. Et elle est sortie.
Oh! What the Yell took a big fall there, but managed to get up quickly and was not re-swallowed by the pack, so she is through in her initial pass, but Taminator already through and scoring. Wow, Roller Derby Quebec in control of this game with 7 minutes to go.
Les jammeuses de Montréal n'arrivent simplement pas à sortir des murs de Roller Derby Québec.
40 points of the difference. Timeouts called now for the Smash Squad. They want to talk things over.
Il reste 6 minutes 44 de jeu. Le score est de 61 à 21 pour viande fraîche et charcuterie. Et Montréal demande un temps mort. On voit qu'elles essaient différentes approches avec la rotation de jammers. Voyons voir si elles vont arriver avec un nouveau plan.
Yeah, they're going to have to do something to get through this Roller Derby Quebec defense, which has been tough all weekend. There it is, the sparse bench.
Je suis sûr que RDQ n'est pas trop triste qu'il y ait un temps mort demandé par le Smash Squad. Ça va leur laisser le temps de respirer un peu.
This might be our last opportunity to thank our sponsors and vendors this weekend. So a big thanks to Brasserie Boutique, the Bite Me Boutique, Happy Peddler, Monster Muffin, Neon Skates, Rumbling Rage Derby Shop, and 1234 Skate Company. Big thanks to our vendors and sponsors this weekend. All right, timeout now comes to an end. Unbelievably, Roller Derby Quebec with 7 skaters have been putting on a heroic performance here and are in control, up 40 points. With not a lot of time left in this game.
C'est Matrak qui va jammer pour le Smash Squad et quelle surprise, Izzy Gonzalez pour RDQ.
Yeah, I haven't seen Easy Kill yet. They haven't needed to expand the rotation, so perhaps they're just going to stick with Izzy and Taminator. Penalty now picked up for Roller Derby Quebec. It's Diva Cop in the box. Matrak, opportunity to get through. She is your lead jammer.
Et Izzy Gonzalez la suit, elle est aussi sortie du pack.
Booby Puncher back on the track. 4-3 advantage now for the Smash Squad. Matrak not calling it off.
Matrak n'a pas arrêté le jam. Les deux jammeuses sont ressorties et en comptant des points. Est-ce qu'on va avoir le droit à un peu d'action jammer sur jammer?
Matraque looking for a few more points, but the Montreal skaters are at the back of the pack. Matraque gets knocked to the inside, almost re-enters the track. A nice little pop back from Ninja Turtle. Izzy through. Wow. And Matraque now forced to call it off and losing that jam 8-4. Wow.
Montréal avait le lead et on a fait 4 points et Québec 8 points. Izzy Gonzalez qui joue un jam sur 2 depuis le début de la journée et qui continue à pousser et à sortir et à faire des points.
That's right, Matraque was ahead on the passes, so she did also get 8 points. It was an 8-8 jam.
C'est impressionnant. On voit Divacop, Dildodo et Ninja Turtle sur la ligne de pivot qui bloque pour... Oh!
Dark Knight. First jam, first lead jammer status for the Dark Knight, but she's only a few steps ahead of Taminator.
Et le pack accélère.
Montreal Roller Derby now maybe trying to slow things down a bit, trying to keep Quebec Roller Derby behind them. Dark Knight comes through on the inside, trips over. The Quebec pivot falls hard. Taminator through for a full pass.
Et Dark Knight sort à son tour.
But once again, I think Roller Derby Quebec is happy to trade scoring passes. It is their lead.
Montréal est maintenant au devant du pack.
That's going to send Ninja Turtle in a low block to the penalty box. 8-8 so far.
Il n'y a que deux bloqueuses pour Roller Derby Québec sur la track. Voyons voir comment Taminator se débrouille avec ça.
Dark Knight with an easy pass. Now this strategy is starting to pay off as the Smash Squad pulls ahead on this jam, but they are wasting a lot of time on the clock.
Chocolate qui réussit à sortir Taminator, mais qui sort aussi à son tour.
Oh, and Dark Knight being sent off for a forearm penalty. It's going to be a power jam opportunity now.
À 3 minutes 40 de la fin du match, Dark Knight s'en va dans la boîte des pénalités et suivi de Taminator qui a essayé de passer l'étoile à son pivot.
She cut the track as she was trying to pass the star, so it's going to be a trade-off of these penalties. We're going to go the full jam, but only 20 seconds left. And neither jammer may have an opportunity here to score any more points. We'll see how this plays out.
On voit ici un jam sans jammer. Et Dark Knight est de retour sur la piste. Il reste 4 secondes au jam.
And the jam comes to a conclusion. Maybe Dark Knight not aware of how much time is left on the clock. Wasn't able to pick up any points on that final pass. So in the end, 13-11, only a 2-point advantage for the Smash Squad. And a lot of time killed on the clock.
Il reste 2 minutes 50 à cette partie. Le score est de 80 pour les viandes fraîches et de 42 pour le Smash Squad. Viande froide.
Smash Squad has no timeouts left to use, but Smegmark decides to call his timeout. That will kill the clock, or stop the clock. But perhaps Roller Derby Quebec just trying to buy some time so that their blockers can have a little bit of a rest.
On voit I'm a Pyro, Booby Puncher et Laisse tomber les filles sur la track ainsi que Matraque pour le Smash Squad de Montréal. Roller Derby Québec vient les rejoindre. Plus que 2 minutes 40 à cette partie.
Matraque has been jamming quite a bit here in the championship game, and she will match up against Izzy Gonzalez. 4-3 pack advantage for Roller Derby Quebec.
Dark Knight est retourné au banc car Chocolate était au banc des pénalités.
Montreal pivot is standing. Not much time left here for Montreal.
Ils ont quand même un déficit de presque 40 points à rattraper. Avec seulement que 2 minutes 40 à jouer.
Jam now begins. Matraque looking to the outside. Sees nothing but a sea of white. Decides to go in. So Izzy takes the outside lane and picks up lead jammer status.
Et Matraque est contrôlé à l'avant du pack par Roller Derby Québec et frappé par Kelly à l'extérieur de la track.
Kill Easy with some huge defense and a nice move from Izzy Gonzalez, getting low at turn 2.
Unbelievable.
Oh, staying in bounds as well. Wow.
Un avantage à être petite, tu peux te mettre en boule et passer sous les gens.
Oh, and Matrak heading to the penalty box on a cutting the track penalty.
Matrak s'en va en boîte des pénalités. Il ne reste qu'Izzy Gonzalez sur la piste pour compter des points pour RDQ.
And this could be the difference in this game. Montreal may now just run at a time as Roller Derby Quebec expands this lead. What a performance from these skaters.
Matrak est de retour sur le jeu.
Another pass again for Izzy Gonzalez. Matrak also through now. Her first pass is now complete. And let's see how Roller Derby Quebec controls this one. See how much time they waste on the clock. Not too much. A minute and a half to go. 90 seconds away from a Roller Derby Quebec championship victory here at the Fresh and the Furious.
Le score est maintenant de 94-42 pour Roller Derby Québec.
In complete control, 52 points is the difference.
Avec seulement 7 joueuses.
Started with 8, down to 7. We've seen their big sisters at Le Casgoul and Rouge et Gore play in Beast of the East tournaments with short benches as well. A little fury now jamming for Montreal, trying to get something going here late.
Et c'est Kill Easy qui prend le lead pour RDQ, suivi de près par Tiny Fury.
I did suspect that we would see Kill Easy late in the game, and we are now seeing her with the star trying to close things out here for Roller Derby Quebec.
Oh! Et Kill Easy
Wow.
qui fait tomber les bloqueuses adverses. C'est elle qui passe. Ne vous mettez pas dans son chemin.
Scarlet Fever turned her shoulder and paid for it dearly. A big pickup, but points stolen for the Smash Squad. But I think right now, Roller Derby Quebec, for Roller Derby Quebec, it's just more important that the clock plays out.
Claude Média, malgré son genou blessé, est debout pour encourager ses coéquipières de RDQ.
Official review called by Montreal, and I wonder if this was just a way of stopping the clock. Although they do seem to be arguing a point here in the middle of the track. That is Misfit Melissa, bench coach of the Smash Squad with the captain Scarlet Fever. And that's number 116, Samiracle, the most experienced referee here in this crew.
Et quelle finale!
Wow. We will get one more jam in here in the championship game of the 2015 Fresh and the Furious.
Les viandes froides mènent. Viande froide, oui, c'est bien ça. 98-46.
I think what we're going to be talking about for so long is the endurance here shown by these Roller Derby Quebec skaters. 12 hours of derby today here.
J'ai l'impression qu'on va en parler longtemps de cette partie affrontant Montréal et Québec, rivales de toujours.
They look like they could play another game.
I'm sure they could.
I don't know if they want
unstoppable.
to, but they look like they could do it.
On voit ici Bloody Poppins qui vient parler à ses filles.
What do you think their chances are of winning the after party tonight? Pretty good?
We will see about that. I think so. They're staying here tonight.
I have a feeling it's going to be a very Quebec-heavy after party.
I heard they always win the after party.
Yes. I certainly know the Smash Squad won the after party when they won it all in 2012. And there are the remaining people in Ted Reeve Arena. It's been a long day for the fans as well.
Mais ils sont toujours là et pleins d'énergie.
All right, here we are, the final jam now of the 2015 Fresh and Furious tournament. 15 seconds left on the jam clock, or on the game clock, so you're going to be looking to the jam clock for the remainder of this game.
Et le Smash Squad renvoie Canut. Ça faisait longtemps qu'on ne l'avait pas vu jamais durant cette partie. Le Matrak qui est pivot, c'est Izzy Gonzalez qui a le lead.
And that's the game right now. It's in Izzy's hands. 5 seconds away from victory. Coming into the pack hot, though. She doesn't even have to skate right now. And there it is. She calls it off, taps her hips. Roller Derby Quebec, champions of the Fresh and the Furious.
C'est Roller Derby Québec, les viandes froides et charcuterie qui remporte cette partie. contre le Smash Squad de Montréal.
Unbelievable. And they just hit the century mark on that last pass. 100-46.
Je ne suis pas surtout en train de pleurer en ce moment.
What a victory for Roller Derby Québec.
On attend le score officiel, c'est officiel. C'est 100-46 pour les viandes froides et charcuteries de Roller Derby Québec.
Wow.
Elles ont franchi la barre du 100 points avec seulement 7 joueuses après avoir joué toute une journée.
Yeah, unbelievable. As Sass just said, 7 players all day. That's all they had to work with. Unbelievable endurance, unbelievable heart, tenacity, whatever you want to say. What a performance from these 7 skaters from Roller Derby Quebec. They lost chlamydia early on in their opening game. A key jammer for the team. But anyway, unfazed, they held on and stuck with it. Phenomenal performance. Now they are also the holders of the Beast of the East title, and now Roller Derby Quebec can also bring home the Sloppy Cup. What a summer and what spring it's been for RDQ. There's the Smash Squad taking their second place victory lap. But wow, full props to the champions, Roller Derby Quebec. What a day it's been. Thank you for sticking with us here at layer9.ca. Hope you've enjoyed our coverage of the 2015 Fresh and the Furious.
Et on se voit à l'après-party. Nous y serons. Et voilà la danse de la victoire chez Roller Derby Québec. Quelle journée!
I'm shocked they have the energy to dance. But there they are. They will be presented with the Sloppy Cup momentarily. So again, time to say some thank yous. Again, thank you to all of our sponsors. Thanks again to William Clark and layer9.ca. So big thanks to layer9.ca, William Clark, for putting on this bowcast as he does so often. Please go to layer9.ca and look at the archives. Thanks to all the announcers and, of course, the sponsors who brought this bowcast to you. Honey Boom Boom, our director, switching cameras for us here in this final game. Our whole camera crew that we've had all day working tirelessly to bring you this footage in both the bubble and here at Ted Reeve Arena. Thanks to Sass for
Merci à vous, Derby Nerd. Ce fut un honneur et un plaisir.
Yeah, and it's been a pleasure to have a bilingual call here at the Fresh and the Furious with such a strong Quebec contingent. It seemed very appropriate to do so.
On espère en avoir plus aussi dans les prochaines années.
Yeah.
Et voilà la photo finale des deux équipes, la première et la deuxième place du Fresh and the Furious édition 2015. Les viandes fraîches, viandes froides et charcuteries de Québec et le Smash Squad de Montréal.
And there is Our Ladies of Pain, of course, just to the left of your screen. They finished third. We are now, though, going to wrap up our coverage of the 2015 Fresh and the Furious. So on behalf of all of the announcers here this weekend, and Sass,
merci.
Thank you very much for tuning in to layer9.ca and the Fresh and the Furious 2015. We will see you next year.